Welcome everyone to Lecture 41 of our Self-Knowledge course. In this session, we will explore a very interesting topic, the dance of the Dervishes and the transmutation of cosmic forces. The purpose of this conference is to provide us with practical tools that will help us perform better in the esoteric work. Today, we will learn some exercises that serve as an excellent complement to the work we have been doing with the 3 factors for the revolution of consciousness, which are the key to awakening our consciousness. These practices will also greatly support our verification and research techniques, such as astral projection and meditation, because they strengthen our ability to concentrate and help us receive energy for our inner work. Let us begin by studying the dance of the Dervishes. The Dervishes are masters from Turkey who live in the desert. There are singing dervishes and dancing dervishes. The singing dervishes teach the processes of consciousness through music and sacred songs. The dancing dervishes teach through movement how the body can harmonize with the universe through specific gestures or runes that activate forces within us. Forces that are extremely useful for achieving concentration. The purpose of these dances is to help us develop concentration. They should be practiced before any esoteric exercise in order to obtain good results. If we want to succeed in practices such as astral projection, meditation, or sexual transmutation, we must first harmonize the physical body with its inner counterpart. These exercises accomplish exactly that. The dances consist of 3 runes. They are simple movements, and we will learn how to perform them so that we can be encouraged to experience their effects when practicing the techniques we have studied in this course. The first of these dances is especially useful because it helps release tension from the liver, the solar plexus, and the emotional center. For this reason, it is very effective in preparing us for astral projection. It also aligns the 3 brains, the motor brain, the emotional brain, and the intellectual brain, allowing us to enter any practice with greater concentration. In addition, it organizes and restores the correct rotation of the 7 chakras. Due to the poor management and constant waste of energy in which most human beings live, our chakras tend to rotate counterclockwise. This dance is very simple. We begin by standing with our arms extended outward, palms facing upward. From that position, we start rotating clockwise. We must complete a minimum of 21 turns. When we finish, we bend the right leg forward and place the left hand on top of the right knee. At the same time, we press the forehead gently with the right hand to avoid dizziness. If we practice this for 8 consecutive days, we will notice that the sensation of dizziness disappears or becomes very slight. Through this movement, the liver is relieved, which greatly facilitates conscious astral projection. Here we can see a short video demonstrating how this first dance is performed. The second dance is meant to quiet the mind. Most people spend the entire day working and carrying many worries. These concerns are precisely what prevent us from concentrating when we meditate, from achieving astral projection, or from carrying out any esoteric practice. If we spend long hours doing intellectual work or sitting in an office, it becomes essential to rebalance ourselves a little so that we can feel more relaxed and focused on whatever practice we are about to do. For this reason, it's recommended to perform this dance for 5 to 10 minutes. This dance helps coordinate the 3 brains. First, it calms the intellectual brain, because the best way to quiet the mind is simply to stop thinking. And when we have to focus on coordinating the 3 movements involved in this dance, the mind naturally becomes silent. It also brings the emotional brain into the right state to begin any practice, and it balances the motor brain as well. The exercise itself is very simple. We start by jogging in place. At the same time, we clap rhythmically in front of and behind the body, while also turning the head from side to side. That's all there is to it. And of course, while performing the exercise, you cannot sustain any thought which is why this balancing process begins to take effect. If we practice this for 5 or 10 minutes before any esoteric practice, our capacity for concentration will increase significantly. Here we can see a short video demonstrating how this second dance is performed. The third dance consists of coordinating 3 movements. We begin by jogging in place. At the same time, we clap our hands to the left side while turning the head to the right. Then we clap to the right side while turning the head to the left. It is very simple, but it requires practice until you can coordinate all the movements well. In these last 2 exercises, the essential point is to coordinate 3 things: the movements of the head, the movements of the arms, either forward and backward or to the sides, and the movements of the legs. Finally, the breath also becomes coordinated. Once you've practiced enough, the sequence becomes very easy and natural. Practice makes perfect. Here you can see a short video demonstrating how this third dance is performed. If you practice these dances daily, before beginning your esoteric practices, you will notice their highly beneficial effects. Let us now explore the practice known as the transmutation of cosmic forces. This transmutation is a conscious work carried out between 3 points: planet Earth, the microcosmic human being, and the sun Sirius. Through this practice, we perform a service to the planet. We take the Earth's energy, elevate it to Sirius, where it is purified, and then return it cleansed to the Earth. In doing so, we generate Dharma through this conscious collaboration, and the Dharma we receive manifests as strength and spiritual energy for our inner work. Planet Earth requires our conscious assistance. When we help in this way, we are charged with spiritual force, strength that deeply supports our esoteric development. Before beginning this work, we must perform the Dervish dance to achieve the level of concentration required. It is important to know that planet Earth has its own inner sun, called Melchizedek, located at the center of the planet. Within us, we also possess an internal sun, known as the nous atom, or new sun, and at the center of the galaxy is the sun Sirius. This is the dwelling place of the Army of the Voice, which we discussed in Conference 28 when studying the Universal Christ, the union of beings of light, self-realized masters, and cosmic creators who form this great celestial army. From Sirius comes the energy that sustains creation. If we visualize the spiritual sun Sirius, we may perceive a spiral of tiny lights, millions of angels in motion within the Army of the Voice, shining with extraordinary brilliance. Depending on our level of concentration, we may perceive this. 1 or 2 hours of deep transmutation practice can make such perceptions possible. This work consists of transferring energy across these 3 suns. We perform it by invoking our inner being, for the inner being is not limited by space or time. Therefore, neither the great distance to Sirius nor the 6,240 kilometers to the planet's center pose any difficulty. The inner being crosses these distances instantly. We sit with our palms facing upward and visualize the vortices of reception and transmission of cosmic energy located in our toes. The practice consists of taking energy from the Earth to our heart, sending it to Sirius where it becomes purified, returning it from Sirius to our inner sun, and finally delivering that cleansed cosmic energy back to the Earth. This completes 1 full cycle of transmutation. The breathing and imagination follow a specific sequence. We inhale while drawing the energy from the center of the Earth up to the heart. Holding the breath, we imagine sending that energy to Sirius, where it is cleansed, and then bringing the purified energy back down to our heart. Then we exhale as we deliver the now purified energy back into the Earth. This practice can be done either sitting or standing. There is one important addition. Throughout the process, we visualize 5 infinity symbols, or eights. While inhaling, we imagine the first infinity symbol in the center of the planet and draw the energy up to the heart. At the heart, we imagine the second infinity symbol. Holding the breath, we send the energy through the crown of the head, our point of exit from the planet, towards Sirius. We visualize Sirius, form the third infinity symbol there, and then bring the now purified energy back to the heart. At the heart, we visualize the fourth infinity symbol. While exhaling, we send all the purified energy back to the center of the planet, forming the fifth infinity symbol there. We then inhale again and begin a second round, continuing the process in the same way. So let's review how the practice is done from the beginning. Let's always remember before starting this and any practice to ask our inner being for assistance. We can do the Dervishes dances to enter the practice with an optimal state of concentration and harmony. We can sit with our hands on our legs, palms up, and begin the process of transmutation of cosmic forces. We begin with an inhalation while, with our imagination, we collect energy from the center of the earth, making the first 8 in the center of the planet, and taking the energy through our feet to the height of the heart as we slowly inhale the air. We make the second 8 at the level of the heart. Now, holding the breath, we imagine how the energy leaves through our crown towards Sirius. As the energy travels towards Sirius, we imagine Sirius clearly. There we make the third 8. It is in Sirius that this energy is purified, and through this practice we help cleanse and elevate the energy of the earth. Still holding the breath, we bring that cleansed and elevated energy back to our heart, entering once again through the crown of our head. We make the fourth 8 in the heart. From the heart, we exhale, sending all the energy we brought back toward the earth, imagining that we discharge that purified energy into the center of the planet. We make the fifth 8 in the center of the planet. Thus, a complete breath, inhalation, retention, and exhalation, will take from 30 seconds to a minute, depending on the lung capacity of each person. Therefore, there is no need to worry about rushing. Take your time. And we repeat that procedure as many times as the time we have allocated for the practice, although we recommend a minimum of 30 minutes of practice in order to begin perceiving clear results. I hope you dedicate a daily schedule to this practice. At the end of this transmutation, we feel charged with a very special energy to practice astral projection, meditation, or any other work. It is a very special energy. The more energy you have transmuted, the better you will feel, and the better you will be able to concentrate for other practices. You can imagine the energy as silver gray when you pick it up from the earth, and golden or blue when it returns from Sirius. At the least expected moment, you will start to see it. You will see the current of energy that runs through your body, but that is seen during the practice itself. The conditions for the exercise of the transmutation of cosmic forces are to be barefoot, in a quiet place, if possible, in contact with the ground. If you don't have that possibility at the moment, make sure that there are no insulating materials such as carpets or rubber under your feet. And these are the practices we had for today. I hope you feel encouraged to practice them and verify the results. I leave you with the invitation to the next conference, in which we will talk about the 2 kinds of knowledge that exist. In that conference, we are going to learn to differentiate between objective and subjective knowledge. We will understand which one serves us for inner advancement, and what negative consequences the accumulation of subjective knowledge brings to our consciousness. Don't miss that important topic.